Good morning, everyone. I'm Walker Emmert. Chicago Bears Hall of Fame linebacker Mike Singletary once said, "Do you know what my favorite part of the game is? The opportunity to play." When he was inducted into the NFL Hall of Fame, his wife shared a very interesting story. She shared that he took upon it himself to learn the responsibility of every member of that defense on every play, and he often stayed after practice to help develop his backup linebacker and to fine-tune his own skills. She once asked him if he was nervous about possibly putting himself right out of a job, and he assured her that everything he was doing would benefit the team. I love sports. I play every chance I get, and if I'm not playing, I'm watching sports or I'm looking at stats. I love watching my favorite teams play or memorizing their rosters, which I have done before. When I am playing, I not only love the opportunity itself, but I also love the high intensity that the game brings. But for me, it's not always about the win, getting to the top, or being the MVP. Those things can be important, but so much more can come out of a game. It made me wonder what other athletes think. I interviewed 3 athletes at different skill levels. Clint Ritter, a college soccer player at Furman University in South Carolina. Katie Daniel, a high school softball player in Midlothian. And Oakridge 3-sport athlete, Braden Toulouse. I asked them what lessons sports could teach an athlete. Clint said, "Being on a team where teammates know that I've had their back through thick and thin has provided me with a sense of service to teammates and coaches." Katie said, "I am not perfect and will never be perfect. That's not to say I don't strive to be perfect, I'll fall short, but falling short of perfection is pretty good." Braden said, "Sports can teach athletes much more than just skills, things such as teamwork and leadership. But it can also create a sense of service because it develops an awareness of others for others. It develops this awareness of others because it teaches athletes how to work as a team and how to lead a team." I also interviewed a couple coaches to get their take on it. Coach McKay said, "I believe that a sense of servitude can come from the sense of dedication to a cause or a team that is depending on them, a sense of discipline that comes from practicing, or a sense of responsibility to share one's talents with others." Coach Jackson said, "Sometimes your individual needs are put on the back burner for the overall success of the team. This is a form of service." I started to see a common thread of something that sports, the game, and the competitive spirit can bring, the sense of service. There are many ways to serve others, including awareness of others, encouragement, and self-sacrifice. A lot of sports require an awareness of others. A quarterback has to know where defenders are so he can throw the ball to the right player and it not be intercepted. A goalie has to know where attacking forwards are so he's not surprised when the puck is passed and he can stop the shot. And a point guard has to know everyone's position so that he can make the play run smoothly while avoiding a turnover. If you're unaware of others, then you won't be able to spot their unhelpful patterns and help them to change or support them. If you're unaware of what's going on around you, you can miss the perfect opportunity to serve someone. You see encouragement in sports all the time. During games, teammates encourage each other to do their best. If a player scores a goal, the whole team will praise him and celebrate with him. And if a player misses a catch, then the whole team will encourage him to move on and forget about his mistake. This is also a form of service. Although the last form of service, self-sacrifice, goes unnoticed in sports most of the time, it could impact the final score. A receiver can make a great catch and run, but he won't be able to score unless his teammates block for him. The blocker sacrifices himself in order for his teammate to score. In baseball, infielders will lay out for a ground ball to avoid it rolling into the outfield, or hit sacrifice bunts and sacrifice flies for their teammates to score. Sometimes service to others requires us to do the same thing. We might have to sacrifice something so someone else can benefit from it. I remember one time in a basketball game when my team was down by 1 and time was running out. Our coach called the play and we inbounded the ball. I got it right under the basket. I looked up just as the other team's biggest player rushed over to guard me. I really wanted to make the shot because I hadn't made one the entire game and wanted to make at least one. When I looked up, I also saw my teammate standing wide open with the layup. I hesitated, but I passed him the ball, and he made the easy shot for the win. After the game, I felt good for contributing to the win, even though I didn't take the shot myself. Sometimes, the MVP, most valuable player, can turn out to be the MVP. Those are the most valuable purpose, a sense to sacrifice self and serve others. Thank you.